Good morning, students. My name is Heeta ma'am, and I'm going to teach English to you this year. Okay. So I hope all of you are safe at home. Be safe. Do not go out anywhere. It is not at all safe to be out in this moment. Okay. So stay at home, be safe, and let's study together at home. Okay. So as you know, I'm going to teach you English. I'll just share the textbook with you on the screen. I think you do not have your textbooks yet, correct? So I'll share the textbook on screen. We'll start with Unit 1. The name of the unit is Exploring Symbols. Now, can all of you see the textbook on screen? Unit 1, Exploring Symbols. Now let's read the activity 1. First activity. We'll start with activities, okay? Rabindranath Tagore was born in Calcutta in 1861. He is the poet who wrote India's national anthem. So now what is the national anthem of India? Yes, Jana Gana Mana, correct. And he won the Nobel Prize in Literature in 1913. Tagore started to write poetry when he was only 8 years old. So when he was only 8 years old, he started to write poems. And he first published his first poem when he was only 16. When he was 16 years old, he published his first poem. For this, Tagore did not use his real name. He used a pen name, Bhanu Simha, which meant sun lion. So Rabindranath Tagore did not write the poem with his real name. He used a pen name. Pen name means a pet name kind of thing. Okay, it's an assumed name. It is not his real name. He has taken this name to write his poems and stories and all. Okay, many poems and many poets use this type of names to not reveal their real name. Correct? So now, if you publish a story or poem, if you are the poet, if you are the writer, what pen name will you use? Do you have any ideas what pen name you want to use for that? So now in this where you have to write what pen name can you use. So there are many examples of pen names. I'll give you some examples. You will not use these words, okay? It's just examples. For example, Gandhi ji was the pet name of Mohandas Karamchand Gandhi. Okay, his full name was Mohandas Karamchand Gandhi, but we call him Gandhi ji. Correct. So this is just an example of pen name. This is not what you will use. You have to write what pen name which you would want to take when you write a poem or a story. Clear? Now let's move ahead. Activity 2. Read the poem carefully to yourself. Okay, and while reading, you have to mark any word that you do not understand, and you can ask me or use the dictionary and the internet. Clear? Now let's read the poem. I'll read it once, and after that, the second time when I read, I want all of you to read it aloud with me. Okay, am I clear? Okay. Where the mind is without fear and the head is held high, where knowledge is free, where the world has not been broken up into fragments by narrow domestic walls, where words come out from the depth of the truth, where tireless striving stretches its arms towards perfection, where the clear stream of reason has not lost its way into the dreary desert sand of dead habit, where the mind is led forward by thee into the ever-widening thought and action, into that heaven of freedom, my Father, let my country awake. So this poem by Rabindranath Tagore, in this poem he has described how he wants his country to be, his country India to be, how he wants India to be. Okay, so now I am reading it the second time. I want all of you to read it aloud with me. Am I clear? Okay, let's start. Where the mind is without fear and the head is held high, where knowledge is free where the world has not been broken up into fragments by narrow domestic walls, where words come out from the depth of the truth, where tireless striving stretches its arms towards perfection, where the clear stream of reason has not lost its way into the dreary desert sand of dead habit, where the mind is led forward by thee into the ever widening thought and action. Into that heaven of freedom, my Father, let my country awake. Now, in the next class, I will explain the line to line meaning of the poem. Today, we will just write the keyword meanings. Okay, so you can take out your notebook. You should make one notebook for the school and write every subject in it. And when you get the notebooks from school, you should start writing subject wise. Clear? So now, right now, open your notebook and let's write the word meanings. The first word is fragments. What do you mean by fragments? Fragments. Fragments means pieces or small pieces which are broken off or detached from a complete portion. Yes. So you have a complete ball kind of thing, or you have a complete bat or a pen, and a part of the pen is broken. So the part which is broken or detached from the complete portion or pen is called a fragment. Clear? The second word is striving. What do you mean by striving? Striving means doing something without rest or sleep. Correct? If you strive hard to study for exams, which means you keep on studying continuously without resting or sleeping. Okay? The third word is dreary. Dreary means cheerless. What do you mean by cheerless? When you are not so excited for anything, you are very, very dull. मतलब कुछ energy नहीं है. That is called dreary. Correct? The next word is domestic. Domestic means related to family affairs. What do you mean by family affairs? Small things which is related to family or our country. Have you heard about domestic and international flights? Yes, so domestic flights means which are moving only in the country itself. Only in India, flights which are moving only in India are called domestic flights related to our family. So family can be your family, family can be whole city, can be whole state, or it can also be a country as a whole. Understood? And when you go out of the family, when you go out of the country, you say it is international. So domestic means related to family. The next word is tireless. What do you mean by tireless? To labor hard. Labor hard means to work very hard. Understood? The next word is desert. What do you mean by desert? Yes, it's a waterless land. It does not have water in it. Okay. Or we can also say an isolated area. An isolated area or land is called a desert. Isolated means far from everyone, where nobody lives. Okay, that's also called a desert. Narrow. What do you mean by narrow? Narrow means thin or something which is of small width. Okay, now if you go on a road which is of this much width and you go to a road which is of this much width. So this is called a broad road and this is called a narrow road, which is small width, less width. Understood? The next word is thee. Thee means, it's a Latin word which means you in English. So these are the word meanings. You to write it in your English notebook. And whenever we are having the system with us, we will ask you to upload your homework so that we can check it, we can see it. Okay? So this is all for today. In the next class, I'm going to explain you the poem line by line. So ensure that you have a notebook and a pen in the next class so that you can write meanings, because such meanings will definitely come in the questions. Clear? So for today, it's all. You can go. Take care. Bye and have a nice day.